Welcome to the Spire Payments video for the installation of the SPc50 countertop terminal with dial-only configuration. To install your terminal, please ensure we have sent you the following equipment: one card terminal, one paper roll, one power supply unit, and one modem cable. This cable may be blue or black. You may also require an ADSL filter as provided by your internet service provider. You may also have received one SPp50 pin pad. Inserting the paper roll. With the terminal facing up, place finger and thumb on either side of the printer lid and pull upwards. Discard any packing material from the paper roll. Place the paper into the compartment, ensuring that the paper is feeding from underneath the roll. Pull a short length of excess paper, place over the screen and close the paper lid. When the lid is secured in place firmly, you will hear a click. Remove the excess paper by pulling down and tearing along the serrated edge. Please note, the correct orientation of the paper is critical. If you experience blank receipts, the paper may be incorrectly inserted or of the wrong specification. Connecting your card terminal. Place the terminal face down on a flat surface and use both thumbs to slide the cable tidy upwards as indicated by the unlock arrow. You can now insert the modem cable into the blue line socket on the underside of your terminal. It should click into place. If you have opted to have the external pin pad, the cable from the pin pad must be connected to the yellow pin pad socket on the underside of your terminal. It should click into place. You should always do this whilst the power to the terminal is off. Insert the cable of the power supply unit at the 12 o'clock position into the power socket on the right-hand side of the underside of your terminal. Carefully thread the black power supply cable around the routing post to keep the cable in place. Ensure all cables are lined next to each other and are located in the recesses moulded in the underside of the terminal. Refit the cable tidy by sliding downwards as indicated by the lock arrow until you hear a click. This will keep cables in place and prevent the loss of power or communication problems. Connecting the telephone line. You will now be able to connect the modem cable from your card terminal to your telephone socket. It is recommended to use a telephone socket dedicated for the terminal, but if you intended to also connect a telephone line, you will need to obtain and use a telephone line splitter. If the telephone line is also used for your internet connection, even if the internet connection is connected to a separate socket, you will need an ADSL filter. This should be supplied or available from your internet service provider. You can now connect the modem cable into the ADSL filter. Or if you're also using a telephone on the same line, first insert the ADSL filter into the telephone socket, then the splitter into the filter, and finally connect the modem cable into the splitter. Connecting to power supply and switching on. Finally, you will need to connect the power supply unit to a nearby electrical outlet. To switch on your card terminal, briefly press the power button on the left-hand side of the terminal until the display illuminates. After a few moments, the Start Payment screen should appear. It is good practice to leave the terminal switched on, even overnight, to allow it to periodically receive updates. If you have a pin pad connected, this will display the word Ready, and you will now be able to use this for the insertion of cards and for your customers to enter their PIN. Depending on the acquiring bank, your terminal may display Connecting when first powered on. A receipt will print to confirm your terminal has successfully connected to the bank and is ready for use. If this receipt displays your acquiring bank as disabled, please contact the Technical Support Help Desk for assistance. You are now ready to begin use of your Spire Payments card terminal.